Did you know that when your wife is pregnant in Texas, you cannot get divorced?
Yeah, because then my wife will take the kids.
Hi, Eagle. Welcome. I did what you asked. There's now a little spot in the Discord for my game shenanigans. It's under the suggestions tab. There's a surplus S in there? What? Oh, yeah, I see. Alright. No one saw. Well, it would help if I actually knew how to spell it as well. Apparently, I'm still wrong. Oh, okay. I didn't see it either. I spelled it right. I just threw in an extra S for no reason. I thought that the discuss that part had too many S's. Discuss-ism. Anyway. Now that's on a permanent record. Like, to have any questions for me live, feel free. Is this an SJ project or can chat get involved? Well, I'm currently out of state, but I don't know how chat would get involved. I'm sharing a working space with Lou, who has essentially, I mean, they have, if you don't know, Lou has a game design degree. However, at this time, essentially all it is that I have like a spitballing Excel sheet where I just throw garbage up there, and then they make it look pretty on a separate page. And also I'm bouncing off of them and other people who happen to be in voice calls for general concepts. But for now, the part where I'm programming, it's I can't even like throw general programming questions at you because here's a specific problem I had today. I was trying to make an AI just wander around, not even like engage with it, not even have like fight it. Like literally, this dude is going to move and just be wandering around. And got to work eventually. I figured out there's a difference between in Unity a pawn and what you can get a default pawn, and a default pawn actually has the ability to move. Not Unity, Unreal. I'm sorry. U-word. I think it's Unreal. It is Unreal. Refer to the written record. It is Unreal. I would not be stupid enough as to approach Unity at this time. If I had already been programming in Unity, I could see why I could be tempted to pray that they don't fuck me over in the future. But as of right now, it is Unreal. Had a game dev on the stream. Yeah, man. Hey. You see my app with Unreal? Not to the same degree. If I was truly concerned about I'm making so much money, but I'm spending it so much on this engine. Oh, this is tragic. I could do Got It. Apparently Scudo. I don't care. But I don't know. I'm not impressed. I don't think it's a lot of things I'd have to do from the ground up, I think. From a very layman's view on the difference between these engines. That where Unreal has a lot of these tools are pre-baked into the engine. So it's a little bit of a convenience factor. And as I mentioned in the write-up, I've played quite a few games that I do like, that are first-person shooters, that were made in Unreal. Deep Rock is on the Unreal Engine. So. Check on the bundle, they have a huge Unreal bundle. Like assets or little teaching things or what? I'm here and I'm lurking. Welcome. We are Deep Rock Galactic. Yes, it is a co-op horde shooter. Where you play as a dwarf in a corporate environment. There's a lot of those games now. I feel like there's a lot of games where it's you work for evil company in space and you go down. It's an Unreal environment and an asset pack with weapons. I don't really need that. I might regret this. I am at this time. I have enough stuff for placeholders. I think down the line I'd want to have everything be made by me or somebody who volunteers. And I know I'm stacking more on my plate, where not only am I learning how to write in a game engine that uses C++, I haven't touched that. I say that, I dug through a file, I didn't edit it, but it uses C++. It's not only am I technically learning C++, but I'm really just learning the engine. I could make myself learn animation and 3D modeling. I can't think of that many besides the 2 funny meme games with mascots and hazmats. We have Helldivers, Deep Rock Galactic, Lethal Company, and yes, the funny game, Amogus. But I don't know if they're really working for a company per se. Maybe they are, I don't know. Does Among Us have a lore? Do I need to learn up game theory? I'm sure he made like 7 videos about it. Have a world building more for game makers bundle? I'm not concerned about world building. I've made multiple D&D campaign settings before. In fact, I already have that in the back of my mind. I'm quite excited for that facet. But I would like to make a game work first before I make a neat D&D setting that I'll have in the back of my mind forever. Like always. A POC would be a good start. I'm calling it an MVP, not POC, but I imagine we're talking about the same thing. A minimal viable product. Are you good at world demolishing? I hope so. Proof of concept. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Like I said, we're talking about the same thing. We're just using different acronyms. Mikey would be so upset. Should I throw up the, like, little coding thing I have? The little arena I have here? POC proof of concept. Young people seem to call it that nowadays. Someone said the same in my company a few weeks ago. Yes. Alright. Alright. Oh, here's a fun fact. I have to open Epic Games Launcher to run this engine. There's a fun little fact for you. Is currently launching. Oh, ew. Well, I mean, they're the ones who own the engine. They can do what they want with it. Not very epic. That is not epic. Too true. Too true. Oh, interesting. I'm getting yelled at for having limited free space where I've saved this project. I'm gonna look around real quick. I don't think I'm gonna leak anything in terms of like my personal information. I don't think my name's tied to this at all anyway, but I'll try to make this the primary part of what we're looking at. There's the dude. There he is running around. It doesn't do anything at this time. He's just moving. I literally got that working, like working. Like an hour ago. So, I'm not worried about that. I see no movement. Alright, here you go. New AFK screen. Oh, I see. You see no movement. I now understand what you mean. Alright, hold on. That's interesting. I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna regret. There, is that working? Okay. I am now just capturing my desktop. There we go. I thought you were saying you didn't see any movement from me. Don't dox yourself. I'm prepared. Anyway, there's the dude. There he goes, scooting around. And this is what we got so far for like. This is what I thought you meant. There's no movement. And I was like, fine, I'll schmoove. Is that what you want? But placeholder. Move some boxes. And it's gonna make bunny hop the game. Inherently. This is new for people who've seen it before. This like dragging of the stuff. I might not keep that. It's 1:19 p.m. Quick, hack him. Quick. What his desktop looks like. Anyway. There you go. You can close that now. For some clarity, I did not build that arena space. Bunny hop class win. Hi, Seiko. And hello, Cosmo. I didn't say hello to either. I just kind of praised that. And I didn't make that gun model or that little model of the dude or the hands. But the rocket jumping, like literally I shoot and I get exploded from, I technically made that. The dude running around, I made that. There's that crosshair, maybe you saw that, the little dot on the screen, I made that. Obviously, it looks like garbage. And the, is it PvE or PvE? It will be PvE. I wrote a little quote-unquote blog post, you could call, in a channel in the Discord, if you want to read specifics. But the AI-controlled enemies, yes. It will be a co-op PvE game. I'll take a look. Okay. Well, feel free to run back if you have any questions. He said PvPvE is banned. It's... From a design perspective, it is a lot easier to make a game where you shoot little robots than it is you shoot other people. For not only from networking perspective, like we're not even touching that. Like in terms of balance, it's a lot easier to do if people don't mind that much if Blink is overpowered because it's a PvE game. Okay. So what if they're strong? I'm doing my own thing over here, killing these dudes, and it's fine. You only really have an issue if someone's weak. You know? Compared to PvP, where it's like, oh fuck. Gotta nerf people, I gotta buff people. Change systems. AI enemies are more difficult? Sure, they can be. Do you mean like the program? They are 100% accurate and you have to trim them down. Okay, that's fine. I can think of ways to do that. What was the name of the game with animals? Shooter? Name of that game with animals. What? Roguelite. Oh, you're talking about, no, not Pal World. Gosh, I know what you're talking about. Let me pull up my Steam library. You, my friend, are talking of the video game Gunfire Reborn. Aren't you? Yeah. That one's more looter shooter, like roguelite even, Borderlands weapon pickup. That won't be what happens with my game. I would say that it's more like Risk of Rain 2. To the degree that I'm contemplating having items, depending on how much I want to rip off Risk of Rain, and I think that is a good system. Because the power scaling from Gunfire Reborn is from picking up a new gun that has buffs to it. And I think if the characters are gonna have the same gun, and it would be better than like, you have a skill point, where you gonna put it? Can you say looter shooter again, game dev? No. I'm never gonna say looter shooter ever again. I think picking up items is actually a pretty ingenious idea for this kind of game, because it is more fun than clicking the I now have a stronger shoot button, but also it allows, it kind of forces build variety on people, so that runs aren't samey. Procedural tied environments, handcrafted, or a mix of both? I think I'd like it to be handcrafted zones. I think there will be procedural elements. Very, like, not for the environment. Okay, I'll spill some beans here. And this is very early, I'm not committed to this. In Risk of Rain 2, if you've played it, the way that you progress is that you go up to teleporters and you just kind of fight a boss and kill it and then wait, and then you can go to the next area. And that's all you do. That's like the only system to get to the next area. I'm thinking that I may have either set objectives or randomized set of objectives where like, oh, to get through this you need to like activate all of the switches that will open the door so you can move to the next area, and they're across different parts of the map. That would be randomized, so you don't just memorize it if I do that. Or you'd be like, oh, you have to kill these dudes to get like the pieces to put this together to then open the door, as an example. But that's way down the line. Like I said, right now I'm trying to make it so that you can play as a dude that shoots a guy, and then I'll start worrying about art style and game loop and that kind of thing. So far I have a dude that can shoot. I don't have a guy. When I have a dude that can shoot a guy, I'll start worrying about gameplay loops. You know? I'm currently sitting on the idea of, in Risk of Rain, when you kill guys you get money automatically, and you use that money to open up the chests, and like, oh, and you spend on other stuff as well. I'm thinking that ours, so, as of right now, I keep saying that because I'm not committed, per se, to any of this. When you go into the game, the concept of it is, at this time, that you're going to invade a castle and try to take out a king. That's why it's currently named Despot. And I'm thinking that what would be best for that, and fit a little thematically, is that when you kill dudes you get keys, which you know, like you're trying to open through doors and shit, why not go gather keys, right? And chests will be around, and I'd like them to be designed in such a way that they're like covered in locks, and you have to spend a certain amount of keys to open up the chest to get an item, you know? What was my point with this? Keys. Anyway. What is this? Is this fucking Metal Gear? Is this Metal Gear Solid like 3? It's the brown. It's the green brown. Just this baby vomit sky. Looks like when I ate something bad. Hi, Rusho. Metal Gear. Oh, Snake Eater. I love early creation thoughts. Well, if you ask the right questions, I'll spill them all for you, if you'd like. I'm not against it. Especially because I'm gonna be honest. If I have to be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to go all in like this with game development. I think I'm supposed to go like, I'm gonna make a really easy, like, visual novel, and you click and it moves to the next, wow, what a game. Okay, we're gonna start with the next one. Can you just make like a little level where you jump over there? Oh, good job! Wow, look at the camera move. I don't think I'll give up. I know that this is like, I never whittled before, but I'm gonna make one of them Galileo statues out of this log. I know it'll be hard, and I know it won't be available next month. I'm thinking like a year from now I might have like a demo. I'm like, yeah, this is what the game can be like. And I'll have to work from there. I don't think you guys understand how long-term I'm thinking. And there's gonna be a period where I'm like, okay, I made the dude that shoots the gun that hits the dude. Wow, what a system. And then I sit down and like flesh out what I want to be the gameplay loop for like a fucking month without coding anything. I don't know. We'll see. This is a huge project. The final project, the final idea, 24 individual people, varied environments, varied enemies, various items to pick up, their interactions. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking work. Of course. Of course it's a shit ton of work. Where am I aiming for right now? In 6 months you have 3 guys in one room. That's doable. I could do that. I almost have 1 dude right now. I'm not rushing that one. Need a backup strategy? Do an elephant in one bite? Yeah. Why do I need a backup strategy? This is just something I'm doing for fun. If I don't do it, I'm not losing out on money. A versioning system. Undevelop a game. Yeah, I'm not concerned. I feel fine. I'm not gonna be disappointed if I like have to tone back my vision. I personally think this is doable. I'm not. You can upload Unreal stuff to GitHub, by the way. Okay. That's good. I mean, it is just C++. I'm not concerned for you at all. I feel the spark. You'll make a fun game. Yeah, I mean, like, even if the end product, quote unquote, is not the grand scope, I'll live with that. It's just something I'm doing for fun. You'll be disappointed if you. Oh, you mean literally? I need like a back. Oh, I thought you were talking about like, hey, if you can't make this, you're gonna need to like think of doing something else. Where are you go? No, like literally, I need to have a backup for my data. Yeah, that's fair. Google Drive it can't be that big. I mean literal backups. Yes, no, now I am comprehending what you mean. I was thinking like a backup plan, not like back up your files. Yeah, I probably should. I mean, so far I haven't done anything that won't, now that I know what I'm doing, won't take me like more than an hour, but you are totally correct. Like down the line, I definitely need to be being careful. Considering I already just got an error where it's like, hey dude, you're running out of space on this drive. Thank you. Thank you for the warning. Am I just uploading it to GitHub? Can I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have any like actual assets yet, other than like 1 dot. I've made 1 dot, and that took me like 3 seconds in Unity. So I guess it's all code as of right now. Ah, gee. Start working on a backup game. That's not visible for this. Yeah, I know. I'm just concerned about like down the line. Am I uploading 3D models to GitHub? You're using C#. I'm not using Unity. Rusho, if you've not been paying attention to the game developer discourse, Unity is kind of a marked game engine right now. You don't want to be using that. A local GitLab instance? Gee. Maybe. Okay, I'm done watching. I'm done. He's almost at the top of the ladder. Some devs are still in Unity. Yeah, that's because of the experience. And I mean, I won't like say that Unity isn't a powerful engine. Obviously, people are using it for a reason. But because of the recent controversies about them considering bankrupting Unity devs for millions of dollars, It's just it's not a wise decision. And then it's Geo. No, Geo's next. In case you're curious what the hell I'm talking about, Rusho, Unity was contemplating charging a developer for every instance of Unity run ever. So like if somebody downloaded your game, they charge you, even if you didn't like, even if you weren't paid for that. Like someone pirated your game, they're running the Unity, you're being charged because this guy pirated your game. Do you have a laptop for mobile development? Like, I'm on the move development? No, I'm not taking it this seriously. So every runtime instance you get charged. Yeah. That was the controversy. And there's, I think, like, Toby Fox stepped up and was like, hey, if I made my game in Unity, I would owe them, like, $500 million. Or some shit. It's not good. And they didn't go through with it, thank fuck, but a lot of studios were like, yeah, we're not gonna work with Unity anymore. We're gonna move on to a different engine because of this debacle. But so that's why I'm on Unreal. And if I say Unity instead of Unreal one more time, it's about to get Unreal. Because I'm coding with Unreal at this time. I'm not against moving, especially right now in this early stage, obviously. I don't know what a better engine would be though. Will classes synergize? I think you missed my initial reveal of my stuff, but, since talking about code in GitHub, I thought I'd share this. I made it in Java, I fucked it up the first time. I like how this was held because you said I fucked up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up actually, was the blocked phrase. I hope people will enjoy looking that over. My bad, I don't think there would be 24. So, okay. Eagle doesn't like it when I show the Excel sheet, so I'll just draw it for you instead. I'll guess the word, and then I'll show you what's up. Let's go... Probably goes like this. Ooh, that's a good one. I am not aware of that. No, yesterday I was like, you guys want to take a look at this over? And like, these are trade secrets. I know you're joking. I can show it again. I'll just show it again. It's fine. I can check VOD. Oh no, I mean, I'm happy to go over it again because I can be more clear. Because last time I just kind of hand waved it. This time I'll be like precise. So I'll go over it. No, it's not. There's no way. Yeah, there was no way. Joe? Thank fuck. Is Joe the new Necro? Is that what that was? What was that prank? What was that prank, buddy? Okay. Hi, welcome to my dev space. Well, let me move this like over here. Okay. I didn't play it today. It was still funny. So, right now I'm making the Fire Wizard. The idea with this dude is that when he left clicks, he'll shoot a fireball that gives him rocket jumping with it. But right click will be like a curved ball, and when it lands will leave fire on the ground. Or like maybe light one guy on fire, maybe both. Molotov like toss, right? Oh yeah, this is our planned art style. They'd be like that in the final thing. We're aiming for it. We're gonna try. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. So as for the if they synergize, everybody's gonna have a primary and secondary fire for their primary weapon, and then they're gonna have a melee weapon that they can swap to. That'll either have like minor synergies with the whole class. All the class shares this. The subclasses have different of these. And they're all gonna have a Q button, and I might change that button, but that gives a buff. And the idea is that either they can hold it and give it to themselves, or they can just tap it and give it to somebody else. Mad. And they also have like a shared movement ability. Wizards blink around. And then they have a specific quote-unquote movement ability. Some aren't movement, but I'll get over that. Where his is that he glides. Where the idea is that you rocket jump with this, and you glide with this, and you can blink, and you can throw it on fire. And you have a staff you can whack people with. And you can give, I think the fire one is cooldown reduction and firing speed. It must be multiplayer. It will be co-op, yes. If there's a fire wizard and wind wizard, can there be a flamethrower if wind uses skill near Molotov stain? There is a wind wizard. They do push things. I would think that they can push things into the fire. I, at this time, don't think I'll make it so that they can, like, push the flames at people. No, we're not changing anything. It's just a quick, just a quick talk. Fast-paced magic FPS? Well, there's other classes. I'm just currently working on the fire wizard. Because it's kind of important that I have the fire wizard down, because, while their main mobility is the rocket jumping, there'll be quite a few classes that also have that as an option. And it won't just be their primary fire, though. Like, there's a ranger that has, and this was another one I'm excited for, and it'll probably be the other one that I make. Who's their thing is that they have a revolver. And they shoot out a coin. They can shoot the coin. And it'll like deflect. It's the ultra kill thing. Everyone knows the ultra kill thing. But they have a bomb. They have a bomb as their control button that they can place down, and they can rocket jump off of it. And it's like a huge explosion. I can put in a hot fire demon lady. No. Are you sure you're gonna be able to make it multiplayer? There'll not be sexy stuff? I mean, not with... these guys are gonna be rather androgynous. They're NPC... whatever. Whatever the fuck happens, okay? Do we really... just stop. I'm not, like, against it. I just... the characters you play sexy NPCs exist. Hey, look, if you're into like faceless wizards, that's up to you. I'm not. I won't be doing the 3D modeling. Mikey will. Talk to Mikey or Lou. Actually, I don't know. I think Lou's just making concept art. But. And by the way, don't talk to Mickey. That's a joke. Don't pressure. Yeah, sure, it's my fault if the sexiness gets out of control. But yes, that's why I'm starting with Fire Wizard. Even though it probably won't be the default wizard. I just want to nail down explosive jumping, as it were. Because it is a core mechanic to quite a few classes. In case you're wondering, that Outlaw Ranger, their buff is reload speed. I like when games provide simple tools can be used in complex ways, encouraging finding new limits of what can be done. I come up with a name for the game. We're having a little brainstorming session about it. I have like 12 possible titles. It seems a popular choice is Despot. D-E-S-P-O-T, Despot. But, we'll see. Here, let me... Fuck it, I'll just name the other options. At this time, I imagine I'll still want to come up with some names as they come up, but... We have... Despot. Coup d'etat. King Me. Castling, as in like the chess move. One knight, but it's knight as in like medieval knight. Successor. Checkmate. Keyring. Key change. Keep. But it's like key, as in K-E-Y, keep. And then a variation on that, Dirk Keep. And those are what I have so far. Make the enemy a pot, and then call it Despot. Anyway. Apparently Lou quite likes the key puns. Based on a note I just read. So. Oh, that is paint. We wanted this one. Funny names I remember more easily. That's fair. That's fair. Despot sounds nice because I can easily imagine Donkey saying it. Risk of chess. Qatar or Pakistan, by the way. Risk of chess. God damn it. Well, it's with a Q, but yeah. Yeah, you got it. You guys got it. There you go. I'm still laughing at Risk of fucking chess. Oh, speaking of, I'm still torn. I'm gonna spoil Risk of Rain lore for you. I'm still torn about Despot here, being about secretly being evil, or if it is like you're overthrowing an evil king. Because if you don't know, Risk of Rain is you kind of show up on a planet and murder the inhabitants. Secret evil is always fun. Okay, because I mean, it could totally be an angle where like the king is neutral or even a little good, and you're just showing up to like overthrow him very rapidly as like a little squadron of dudes, you know? What if it's just wizard bros having fun and cracking cold one? It isn't only wizards. There's 5 other dudes that aren't wizards. I say that. 2 of them are... 2 of that 5 are magically inclined, but... 2.5. 3.5. 3 because there's 2 whatever. Actually, whatever. It's fine. Don't be afraid to make your title 8 words long.
Despot. A tale of overthrowing kings.
Like what? Huh? I'm assuming you haven't decided if you're gonna put this on insert game console device here. We're way far away from me even contemplating that. However, Unity has a lot of, like, universal, oh, you hit this button, that's also technically this button on a... Like, they even have stuff for, like, mobile devices, but, I, at this time, do not care. So... if it becomes like impossibly, if it becomes like a smash hit success. Do you know how many games come out every day? And just setting expectations here. But if it were to become some smash hit success, I wouldn't be against having it on consoles. But over 7, that's true. That is true. Anyway, what are we picking here? If it's capable of different consoles, wouldn't you have to recode parts for it to be different controller schemes? Like I just said, no. As far as I understand, the engine is capable. Smooth operator. The engine is capable of taking inputs and assigning them as they see fit. I am uncomfortable with this combination of music and current voice of choice. Where are we? What are our options? That's not smooth enough. I'm sorry, I'm physically limited by the actual sound of my real voice. I'll do my best in the future. This is just what I sound like, Mikey. Sorry. I'll get someone else to talk. That actually sounds cool. Where are we? Southern France. I do see what you're talking about. Milo. You sound cool enough, I guess. Thank you. Look at this language. I don't understand where this could be. No? You know the voices in your game dev? No? I'd mean you're straight into Kermit. Kermit's not actually that bad. You feel free to do that whenever. It's so fun to imagine someone new walking in. Wow, this guy sounds kind of cool. And then I actually start to, okay guys, anyway. See you later, Rachel. Enjoy your lunch. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about all this all stream so we will get a break. Well, that's what the game is for. It's whatever. I'm fine with talking about it. Thinking and talking about it's the easy part. I'm getting a break. Is this Portuguese? Nixic? Is that Portuguese? No. Then where the hell are we? East European. Austria? We can't go much more east. I don't think it's Austrian. Montenegro? You don't mean sure. Wow. I'd like to apologize. No, Joe, I love talking about this. I mean, I imagine I'll do a few voices. I would like to. This is likely difficult. I would like to have. I drew concepts for. We're gonna do that thing people do now, where you have a body type choice. But generally the body type choice is literally just going to be like hair length. There's a couple exceptions, but and then maybe like voice choice. And I don't know if you can tell. I can only do like one woman. Make one an actual orb? Again, there's more than wizards, but the fighter might end up being quite rotund. Gothenburg. No, I was right the first time. God damn it. What happened to the music? Okay, I see you. Trying to play coy with me, little shit. Well, I like to do it in such a way that, in essence, there's only 6 people, but it's like 6 people who have gone through a different path in their life to have their different gun/abilities. And so essentially that's 12 different voices. And I can't do 6 different women. Lou's thrown their hat in the ring. Another person who at one point was thinking of being a voice actor, so that could be very helpful for that. Triss has thrown their hat in the ring. Plenty of people have. They'd be like, I can fucking voice. You want me to do that? I'll do it. I'm like, okay, sure. That's like way down the line. So, quote that? Eh? What? Huh? That I can't voice 6 women? You already see an Ace Attorney, like, we've reached our peak. I'm running out. I have to hope that there's a rotating cast of women. Or I'm screwed. If there's one case that's like a women's society, it's over. For a German evil person. Like I said, we'll have to see. It might just end up being Lou and I. Sydney or Andorra? Well, I guess Andorra is an option. I'm gonna be real with you. What the fuck's in Andorra? Why is the country list so different? What do you mean? You can do a Shy Guy voice? Oh, me too. Check it out. Is it? What is this? What is this island? Is this Andorra? It's between Spain and France, just as yesterday. Oh yeah! I remember learning about you. Oh. Oh no. Conrad was correct. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. fine. We're fine. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking a lot of inspiration from, especially Vermintide, in terms of 6 characters that have 4 different things that they can run into in their lives. You know? Sexy elves! Is she really? Like... I don't want to be rude. Yes. Absolutely. Are you sure? I can send you pics. That's not what I'm saying. That is not. Oh my god. You think this is Lesotho or Eswatini? 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 Oh, there you go. The government of Kingdom of Lesotho. Interesting. Okay. Famous. And I'll remember to click around this time. God damn it, really? Really? Well, said I would. Hello, Kundung Oscar. Dude, get the fuck out of my way. Trying to some bus. Sip. I told ya. Even before. We've been here like 5 times. But this is actually quite a frequent spot for us. Gustav. Holy shit. Hey, where'd these guys go? This uniform goes hard, actually. Anyway. I'll pick this. Here. Signs or cities? I imagine we're gonna want signs because of the shorter timer. Conrad wants me to lose. He wants me to do those push-ups. Just kidding, he wants the city. Fin de Windows 8 pensez à évoluer entre vous. You need that energy for dev. Every time you find a bug, you do 10 push-ups. Is this Paris? I think it is. Tongue, chestnut trees. That's the leftmost part. Stop! Say west! Stop it! Please! I know we've clarified that you aren't taunting me by doing this, but... I just have to say it every time. Jardin Saint-Georges. I think this is Paris. Why else do we have a giant garden dedicated to one dude? Bordeaux. Michel Bordeaux. Canada de l'Union de la Gauche et Villes los Obuestes. Sure. Oh, this is upside down. What? What? Massumier le fatans tous stats. Exploitation rennaise de 11 juin à 19 septembre. I can't do that one. God damn it. I think it's a rennaise. Okay. It looks too spacious for Paris. That is a fair call. Klaus. Good enough. No burning cars. It's true. All right. We have a lot of power-ups. Elite motors. World Flagger sign. Do not sell. What?
You don't want to know.
Flag. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Sure. That worked out. Wait, look at my bird. Whoop. Okay. I'll still take dev questions, but we'll get started on justice. Just ice, please. Only ice. Joe seems unimpressed. Okay. You've been stuck on the setting up screen this entire time? Oh. Oh. Alright. Thanks, phone. I did want to send an emoji. Yeah, you're like, whatever. I want to reiterate. I do not have just 6 wizards. I'm looking at a PC in my room and I have no idea what hardware is inside the case. I'm getting old. Why not? Variety? Okay, hold on. Alright. Here you go. You want to see my crappy concept art? I got you. What's the objective? Changes based on the map, but you kill a guy. You kill a king. Kill the king. Sorcerers get all the girls. Well, that's why they're not here. This is the wizard. Up here. This is the ranger. And this is the option 1 and option 2 here. This is the fighter. These are the artificers. This is a warlock. And this is a druid. Any questions? That is a subtitle of the game where I got my name from. I see. And it's got that maze quiz. This is character, and I mean that in a good way. Yeah, I would actually quite like it if these dudes were, when they come to 3D, goofy. Like, I've been thinking, like, you have this bush walking around. And you talk to a guy that's just like a normal person, like normal height, and then you're just like a bush. It'd be tough translating to 3D. Well, we plan on it being like a rather simple, low poly, I suppose is the answer. But that could help. We don't need to be complex textures or anything. Complex models, I should say. Textures is a different, you know what I mean. I'm contemplating there being more difference between the warlocks, but I think it'd be funny if it was just this robed individual and then you swap between the two and there's no difference. Oh, and in case you're wondering, with the fighter, that isn't like two breasts. It's literally like, I'm hoping, that center piece over their pecs is either split in half or it's not. I think is literally gonna be the only difference. And then everyone else gets like hair. Will there be a skateboard wizard? No, there will not be a skateboard. Actually, I guess there is. There's one that like, there's a storm wizard that'll like move on like that'll like surf a little on air. I guess you could call that skateboarding. I don't plan on it being like you're on the skateboard, but imagine getting a sick grind and everyone gets electrocuted. Oh my god. I don't know. Making a hobby horse wizard, because making 3D horses would suck. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna thanks so much for sharing. Yeah, no problem. I love throwing that out there. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I expected any negative feedback. I've gotten nothing. Everyone's been like, oh, that sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. Like, this is really cool. I love the design here. It's like well balanced. This is what, why? I don't know. Cause people could be like that. I've not received something like, this doesn't seem fleshed out here with this. Or like, I don't know if that's it's an A+ shit post positively game. Goodness. We'll see. I don't know. In fact, this started like, I started thinking about this Saturday morning, and I was like, I should not get my ass into game development right now. But probably come as you develop more. Yeah. It's really developed because I mentioned it a few times. In essence. It was part of it. In truth, I like was watching a YouTube video, and I was like, I could do that. I bet I could do that. That wouldn't be that bad. This is the second time I've had such an influence. On me or in general? Oh my god, it's been a fucking hour. I'm gonna get some water. Enjoy Sykes looking ponderous. Jesus Christ, it's been an hour. Good job. Eagle the influencer. The other person he influenced was an artist. I commissioned some pictures and learned later that those had influenced someone to become an artist. Wow. But the problem is that you inspired somebody to do something successfully. We'll see. What happens here? Hi. Okay, Fina. Been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. Hey, Finn. Ben. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case. Back to Kermit. Back to Kermit. It's back to Kermit. It's back to Kermit. I need to. What happened? What, do I go to sleep and I forget? Kermit the Frog here. I'm the princess of Globspace. Yay! A real ball of excitement she is. Oh my god. Finn. Are you going through second puberty? I hope not. That would be bad. I'm gonna turn on the stream tomorrow.
Hey guys. So a few things happened to me last night. Finally, my dad can be proud.
That's a thing? No. It's like a clinically terrible thing. What? No. What? We'd still watch, even if I... Oh, you'd watch if I sounded like Arthur Morgan. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked by that.
I'm just thinking about Blackwater.
Guess if you count menopause as second puberty, but SJ is not a uterus haver. I am not. No. I'm not going through menopause. Yeah, there's no, You've already had first puberty. Yes, but what about second puberty? Kind of my cousin pubertized recently. It's fun to hear his voice change. You know, from, yeah, Uncle Eagle, let's play Fortnite, to, hey, Eagle. I don't want to play Overwatch 2. Yeah, Uncle Eagle, let's just play Fortnite.
9. It does not interest me.
Anyway. I know just what she needs. Athena! Did you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? No. Do you not think they just sell their houses and move? No. She is not fucking Ben Shapiro. I learned analytical psychology. I have a little robot that's able to help me read my opponent's emotions in an argument. Oh my god. Then she'll learn about indoor and outdoor voices. There we go. Jesus. I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting "I'm fine" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right. Here. I'll go first. New try. I'm Paul Justice, and I'm fine! Alright. I'm a thing of socks! And I'm fine! I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I say, a proven remedy can calm the soul. I like it. I'm a pair of socks. I'm a pair of socks. And I'm fine. I'm made of silk. How about we finish off with... I'll race around the courthouse. The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Let's let the racket, you two. Mr. Right! Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? He doesn't look shy or nervous. He looks like he's trying to be polite about the fact that we're in a conversation that he does not want to be a part of with me. This man did not want to talk with me today, but I said something like, "Working harder, hardly working, man, am I right?" And this is what he did. He goes, "Yeah," and he looks like that. I've pulled this face before, I get him. He's just like you? Is he just like you for real? Yeah. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge news! Why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. We can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes, now rendered, drawn over his 3D model. This is just them, like, sketching over his current 3D model, isn't it? It's weird, like, amalgamation. He was really going Ryu mode. He's just like me. Jesus Christ. That suit makes him look like $1 million. I want to kiss him. Oh, by the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology. That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion can make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. Well, so they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. I knew it was gonna be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole. Hyperbole. I started saying that as a joke, and now it's actually part of my vocabulary. You say that like hyperbole. It is not the hyperbole. Hi, I'm just like my high school teacher, where I'm going to inform you. It's hyperbole. Don't say hyperbole. And that's how I remembered the word, was calling it hyperbole, because I thought it was funny that I was told not to pronounce it that way, and now I'm in trouble. Anyway, it's probably just hyperbole. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. Beninging was it for me. Brain has rotted. Positive. Oh my god, Finn, he smiled at my lumps. He smiled at my lumps. That Phoenix PNG was such a Vine boom moment. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Thanks. I turned on my cores of steel too. So you ready? Might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping in the ring. No, fuck off, I'm fine. Watching from the gallery, good luck. Thanks. Let's do this. Odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low. That's nothing new. Leaving our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice! In case you missed it yesterday, the new prosecutor, because you have to have a new one every game, you can't just have Edgeworth, as cool as that would be. The prosecutor this time around is a prison inmate. The guy's currently in jail, and they're gonna wheel him out. Oh, I'll rise. Everybody rise. Get up.
Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. I got up. I'll rise, baby. Be seated. I forgot everything yesterday. I forgot I was in a chair. I forgot where I was.
I know that big booming voice anywhere. Strippers, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school.
Well now, full of beans too, eh? Think about them beans. Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now, for the prosecution. Appears the prosecution's not ready yet. Never fear, I shall explain. Just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. From prison? Yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time.
Athena's the only one that looks normal. Oh.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwill's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Only in the US. This is a Persona character. What am I gonna do? What voice do I give this man? This guy in his like bushy ass ponytail. Who's that with his back to us over there? Oh, that's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Can you edgy whisper? Scottish ogre.
Is the prosecution ready? Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course, forgive me.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary? I remember part of why I talked this trilogy up way back is because it has the single truly competent prosecutor in the series. More than Edgeworth.
Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, if you please. What's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? Is it alright? Here in the middle, it's alright here in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Oh, well...
Looks like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue.
But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well, your baldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need just silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool.
Hey, was that prosecutor's opening statement? Oh, by the way, hey, your mascara's smudged, dead.
All tottered such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I can give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? I actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
The opening statement, huh? Well, let's see here. The victim was one Rex Kyubi, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenmatown, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? Why, his prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock of the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And this daughter, who's also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So in a nutshell, I have to say the charges against the defendants are incontrovertible.
This is just, I'm doing a worst Geralt.
Fuck.
It's just, I'm just doing a Geralt, a shitty Geralt.
Bravo, your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
I'm moving right along now. Let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Witness, state your name and occupation.
I'm the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here.
Well, I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been so sorely underestimated.
Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone could turn their life around, even old Blackwell here.
Fulbright. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. Wow. What a nice guy.
I will never give up on.
I will never give up on you. I'll never give up on you. A prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate the Detective Fulbright. You know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
You got it. But first, I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. That guy looks like Evil Knievel. Yeah, the last guy was a rock star. Blackwell actually looks like one. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a the fuck? Why am I getting Amber Alerts? That's still weird. What do you want me to do? Get in a car and drive? Anyway, Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Shit. God damn. Okay. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. The spear is the victim. Thanks, Mikey. Alderman Kyubi had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler, so he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd been out cold and defenseless. Use the autopsy report to prove it.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear? That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible?
Well, he was a former pro wrestler, after all.
That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Can you say Kyubi instead of Kyubi? No.
Not so fast. Don't try to push it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which a man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink.
I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched.
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory out with the edge of my blade.
I didn't sign up for this.
So your life is spared. For now.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, your boldness?
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. Is the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun?
What's more, curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purposes of freeing Temataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
That marriage is a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal.
Oh dear, there will be no gossiping in my court. Your boldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Temataro. Then again... perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tema have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impression to suit his objectives.
It really is bad news. Well, in any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
None other than this statue right here.
Well, it appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two young, kind to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox and the other Temataro. Quite interesting, if you think about it. Though this very case were rendered in art.
Wait, there's so many identical people in the background. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
What the fuck is upgraded about that? No prints. Alright. I don't think they're identical. Oh, I know there's one dude that's the same. And there's a woman that's the same. No, there's just one. There's only two repeats. Otherwise, they're different. No prints mean gloves. Oh. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real? Do you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? No matter what he collected, Alderman insisted it be a real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. That's gotta be an old wives' tale.
The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice thrilling in his veins, goddammit. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Your wish is my command.
Hold it!
It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prince could be easily wiped off. You have a point there.
I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not.
What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss. I'm totally lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that play for help. It's alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I wish trials came with a reset button.
Oh, well, the specificities may not yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright.
Hold it!
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup.
And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor.
What an awful way to wake up.
Rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I too would have risen to the attack, or to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes. That hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge.
Prosecutor Bacco, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court!
Says the jester in Detective Skies.
Moving right along. Mayor Tim attacked.
Hold it!
So, the alderman was drugged because he was really strong? Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spirit even managed to pierce that armor like musculature. I'll admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. I wish I could hug it. Well, he did look pretty buff. Even in that suit he had on. I bet he oils it every day.
What a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato? I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled.
Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. He grabbed the statue. One small problem.
Objection!
Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
Oh, to be the defense has a counter-argument. Very well. Let's see what the defense thinks is odd about the detective statue theory.
There are no fucking fingerprints. What? There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed.
If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
This can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man?
Oh, he's got his shoes on today. That's good. You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse. Well, it's just 1 point in her favor. I suppose club the mayor if it wasn't the alderman. Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party in the Fox chamber? Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defendant's assertion, even if I read it right? Shit.
The
The least you could do is look at me while you're being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono.
Justice Dono? He's watching too many samurai flicks.
It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell.
There's a perfectly good explanation of the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. It just so happens, the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at?
On your mind, boy. Boy!
that is just fucking Geralt!
On your mind, boy. When was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used? Well, it can't be to wrap the statue. There's blood on the statue. Partially, anyway. Yes, I mean, it would be wrapped. Wasn't Boy that Greek guy?
Boar.
Yeah, but that's different. Geralt said boy on occasion.
You're ready now for pain, boy.
Like when he's fighting somebody. Maybe Ellerman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used to strike back at the mayor.
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
And it was nothing. Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did? I did!
Right. Statue wrapped in cloth with no freebirds. This is plain as day. But this also proves there is no holes in our theory of the Ellerman striking back.
Oops.
How do you see how... Now do you see how dull your mind is?
I'll make sure to sharpen it next time.
A particularly frightening inmate once told me that he always tenderly owned his blades before he went to work. Like the samurai of yore.
A samurai? Sounds like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef?
It would seem that the victim and Skinner were the only ones there after all.
I was kind of attached to that hole. No, what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the Alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Where did I think of that?
Anybody could have not left prints on it.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer.
Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
Oh, I'll give you evidence, alright. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that Alderman?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting. No, Athena! You just lost what little credibility we had left! Alright, sorry. Guess I got carried away.
Mr. Justice, we no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid. Oh no, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Ouch. You minute, I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
Oh, so it's just got to believe that the feathers and tracks from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor, I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the Alderman.
Interesting. When are you supposed to kill who would do that?
Why, indeed.
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch. This, I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
Oi, Fulbright. Explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and the why behind the feathers and tracks.
What? You mean you could explain all that? Our investigation prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Oh, very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters, so he stroked the village's fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like the yokai was the killer. Those feathers and tracks stroked the villagers' fears? Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds.
Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the Elderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenma, that is.
Oh, Tenma who?
Tenma, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus where they were blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Ah, Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor, and as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenma. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection! Really? He sounds like this? Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games. Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games.
Okay, now I'm just gonna be the announcer from fucking Darkest Dungeon.
Back to the pit.
God, what is it about?
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
There we go. Okay, fine. I bet it sounds like garbage. I'll cringe later when I listen to it, but it's fine.
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murderer to be the work of the real Tenma. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma suit is the killer. The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman, and thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright.
Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was feeling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known mass wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set on the path of injustice.
But did the people of Ninetales really believe a yokai is behind the crime?
Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I must say, that crime that preys upon the innocent, impressionable minds? Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once said the following words for me. The innocent of art are the easiest prey. Oh, you don't say. Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. Actually felt sorry for the wall trap.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well, now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
There's an alternative option here for Blackwell. I'll try it on this next one, you let me know. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely. They parade around the yokai costume shouting, "Down with the Mayor Tenma!" And then just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall claiming it was a den of vipers! Sure, go ahead. It's like, But when the accused showed his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon the autumn wind. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma, the dark lord of their kind. Because we're trying to figure out... It's this... He has some form of British accent. That's Edgeworth. No, it's not! It's different! But fine. Whatever. I'll go back to the announcement. Geralt? Well, I'm no longer doing Geralt. I'm doing, like, Darkest Dungeon announcer.
He's lost his mind. Are the villagers scared of Mayor Tema or Temataro? I'm confused.
I'm confused. I just know this was her. Fuck. Wait, hold on. I can read that line. Are the villagers scared of Mayor Tema or Temataro? I'm confused.
I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy.
Our detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act?
The Amazing Ninetales, no one knows his true identity, right?
That's right.
And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tema Town wrestler after another, and before anyone knew it, he was a champion.
Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tema Town Pro Wrestling.
It was amazing. If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice just like him someday.
I bet the title Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell, a police detective and a prisoner in chains.
You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would.
So you do understand the greatness that is the Amazing Ninetales. We just had a fun conversation there. Okay, whatever.
Did the murderer and yokai evidence really stoke the village's fears?
Absolutely. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Temataro had them shaking in their boots.
Oh my, it's really that bad? A superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in the village. And the mere thought of that demon lurking about this enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. That's a very persuasive argument.
The mere thought of His Honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
So you see, there can only be one reason why anyone would participate. Plant those feathers in tracks.
But it doesn't add up. What if you say is true? Why top it off with a murder?
What do you mean?
You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to struck the villagers' fears. So then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman Gyubi?
Excellent point.
It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Fuck.
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
A startling discovery?
I don't like the sound of that.
Alderman Kobe's secret identity.
Paulo. I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. And it's from the mask worn by the Amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Well, turns out the one person who happens to be a former wrestler and is the mayor would be interested in being a wrestler with mayor positions. Would it really be? Your boldness had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex Uyubi, was the Amazing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder. No!
He's just standing there.
Order, order. What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do I do now, Apollo?
I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder.
That's my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does not pique your interest, your boldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona. Just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your boldness.
Right, now take a look at this. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetail Vale with Tenma Town. Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider good as dead. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Kenobi's pocket. What?
At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life.
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the alderman's murder? Think maybe the killer took the letter away from the mayor after the murder? And planted it into the alderman's pocket? That's possible. Well, I don't have any proof that that's what happened. Talk about being up a creek without a paddle. Value your dearest's life. You will merge Ninetail's Vale with Tenma Down. Not tell them about this threat if you do consider this dearest as good as dead. Man, that is blank. No, this is not the blackmail Tenma mayor received too. This is the blackmail that the Tenma mayor received. Period. They just moved where it was planted. It is exactly the blackmail. Mayor Tenma made a clean getaway if he just left after planning the yokai things, but he was knocked out as cold by his son's decision to kill the amazing Ninetails. Yes. Yes.
Oh, so it's the amazing Ninetails counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting yokai evidence. But the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Do I present the statue? Or the crime photo? Because I think the logic here is that we have to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? That timeline makes no sense. I'm gonna go with the statue. Objection! It was wrong. What?
Your boldness.
Oh, me?
What do you make of this objection of his?
Oh, I don't know if I should.
I have no patience for vagaries. Answer my question.
Yes, sir. My defendant's objection was clearly misguided.
Bravo. Nicely done.
No. It seems I'm misguided, turning it into a penalty.
Better look before I leap next time. It says blood is under the feathers. Yeah. Oh, okay. What is vagaries? Objection! It was the photo. God damn it. Vagaries. An unexpected and inexplicable change in a situation or in someone's behavior. Dr. Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Take a look at this photo.
Oh, this is the crime scene photo. Just what does this prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. Oh, but I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence and then was knocked out while killing his victim. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and the tracks were left at the scene.
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yes. See how the feathers are on top of the blood? And the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder. Then your mayor must have planted the evidence after killing Alderman. But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. There must have been some mistake. I'm posed up. Look at this photograph.
Order! Order! Holy shit, I moved my arm!
Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how?
Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked? You can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. Why is full right up bottom? It's taking us really hard.
Mr. Justice? What's this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have?
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. Mikey is bothered by the joke I made about 10 minutes ago. Not 10. Like a minute. 30 seconds. It was the demon Temataro. He's the source of the feathers and tracks. Will somebody please say something?
Our defense will explain to the court exactly what he means.
You dare mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy.
Your boldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. Where's Phoenix? Here you go. There he is. Who the fuck is this JRPG villain? Simon Blackwell. He's in jail for murder, and now he's in court to prosecute. That's you, Dragon. This is what I think you look like. Mikey, I will send you to JRPG heaven. He's 28. Yeah, Mikey? When else do you commit murder? What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you say whether I should step down, please, hear me out.
Oh, very well, Mr. Justice. I'm all ears. But you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in the statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Temataro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police, she came around the corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Temataro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
Brad?
How incredibly unjust. Why haven't I heard about this before? If I just proof there was someone else, so the mayor isn't the killer? What is it all set up? Grosser is a convicted felon after all. Apollo, the momentum has something in our favor. Good. Let's keep it that way. Holy shit. I hope you never get a bad day from here till your 30s. Thanks. Me too.
Little do you realize, not though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim?
Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had fled towards the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him.
Fool and fop? You mean Filch and LaBelle? Now you mention it.
Both Phineas Filch and Florence LaBelle were in the foyer at the time, but they hadn't stated that they'd saw yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
Why didn't those two see the Temataro impersonator pass by? Why do I ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really. I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of the Kubi Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I don't have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. I knew that Tanuki was over fine, but when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up as a witness. Do with him as you will.
Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know.
Oh, very well then. Bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. Thank you.
It's about to be a real fucking jungle gym.
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
Oh, the name's Filch. Phineas Filch, caretaker of Gooby Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. A little something I thought you might like.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
It's those shoes again. They belong to Detective Fulbright. Don't tell me Filch stole them again. No, yours, your honorship, sir.
Well, they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Oh, I had the schmeckers. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. Court would like to hear whether you saw Tim Mataro from the foyer or not. The court would like to hear whether you saw Tim Mataro in the foyer after the murder. There we go.
You want a Tanuki fun fact? Other than the fact that they are real? Feel free. Look at him, so excited. Oh, at the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. Kilby asked. They have big balls. Yeah, let me wait to the witness stand here, boss. Oh, gotta, hold on, I need like a wide berth here. Excuse me. One step after the other. Ah, gee, not again with my scrotum. Yo, can we get a wider witness stand here? You heard about manspreading, but this is ridiculous. Anyway, I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get into our guests. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. But I'd seen nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. It said that Tanuki can stretch his ball sack to the size of 8-10 tatami mats. Of course, it's more flexible than tatami, so it's way more useful. Tanuki had depicted using the nut bags as sails for boats, fishing nets, umbrellas, swimming pools, cloaks, or smother an enemy. This is like the fake one, right?
Then you okay, keep jabbering on about was about a phantom of the little girl's dreams.
So you're telling me the court, you never saw anyone dressed up like Temataro? This is real. No, it is not. They are not using their ball sacks as a swimming pool. Yep, was gone the whole time. That's the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. And Temataro? You don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do you? I certainly don't. Bracelet. It's something that matter, Apollo. My brass allergy's acting up again. Really? So you think Mr. Tanuki, Filch has been lying to us? Mr. Tanuki. I want to rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit.
What in the...
What's a hawk doing in here? Why does this prison inmate have a hawk? What? Why?
Allow me to introduce my trustworthy cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact.
He doesn't live with you? You know, in jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird?
Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. And queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
This isn't some sort of trick or... Ah! Why are we able to squat like this? What the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills!
No pets are there, Emma's allowed in the courtroom.
Some inmates are cat caretakers? Yeah, but, okay, fine. A, that's not a fucking bird of prey with talons. B, you don't bring your cat to court to go attack people.
Somebody help! Oh, he's merely having a bit of a sport. It won't harm you, save only truly famished. Well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your feathered friend is properly fed. I don't think birds do this. This seems unnatural. I don't think they scratch. It's not a dog, for God's sakes.
Let's have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Temataro there, Filch would have seen them. Just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination.
It's interesting that we're not allowed to use our... Well, I guess we do it in, the fetching. The fetching of stuff now. Mr. Filch, why did Alderman Kyubi have you handle guard duty?
Because he trusts me. I am the mayor's caretaker after all.
So you took said guard duty seriously?
Let me tell you something about me. I'm...
Listen here, you little Tanuki. Get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or didn't see in the foyer, not else.
yes, of course, sir. Right away, sir.
Michael's got him completely under his thumb.
Like I said, I was gone the 4 years that day.
This is his support animal. It's legally mandated. So no one can get to him. Sounds like security is pretty tight.
Oh, that's because there's always lots of sneaks and thieves around festival time.
And the solution was to entrust the manor's security to a thief? That's not even funny.
I mean, it's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one. After all, it takes one to know one.
I don't know, it seems more like letting the fox guard the hen house to me.
So the witness testifies he took his guard duty seriously?
Yes, sir. Your Honorship, sir.
Why does Tanuki guy have Gumshoe's accent? Because he has Gumshoe's text. All he has to say is, pal. And it'd be exactly the same as how Gumshoe talks. Also, Mikey, don't ever go to, like, Northeast America. You're gonna run into a few Gumshoes up there. Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time? Poor old Filchy. Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy smancy suit and silly haircut. Sorry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. Don't mean to get off subject here. Sheesh. Michael didn't even say anything. Answer your question, yes. I kept an eye. No, both of them, in fact, on the foyer. Mikey's about to cross-country run here to walk into a bunch of gumshoes. Oh, hey, pal. Yeah, what, you been running all day? Your feet ought to hurt. Let's move to Maine for a week. Just you and me? You promise? Would you describe to the court who you would consider fishy looking? Someone all fidgety and shifty, like, you know, they're about to steal something. He just described himself. I wonder why I messed up Felch and said Temataro. Because Jinxie only thinks she saw Temataro, or that Master Felch is lying. If he's lying, we're able to spot a contradiction in his testimony. What do we got? Interesting. Clean, I'll be back and lurking, I'll be listening.
What?
Wait a minute. keeping a... Wait, fuck, I pressed press. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, Bozo.
Objection!
Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch. Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see the time of the crime. There was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss. I didn't watch that one. I was serious. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Married a yokai? Episode 8. Wait, you're really human. Wait a minute, you're not a demon? I was cleaning today too. It's a cleaning day. Enough time for a couple days since my aunt has been around. Alright. Everybody's cleaning. And I'm cleaning the house. It was even circled by you, right? Yeah. Only that. You even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." The impression wasn't that bad, but... So, do you admit to slacking off? You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm one of the professional types too. I could do double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time. The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief.
Mr. Justice, did you have this court believe the witness was slacking off?
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV in the foyer at the same time. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
A bald, you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you met the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV in the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it.
I think it's this. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it'd be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Why, yes, someone watching the TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yeah, the bag's got the cat. I mean the other way around. Yes, a box.
Order. Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to the case?
It's very relevant, because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Temataro impersonator in the foyer. What now?
Well, granted. Mr. Nuki was lax in his duties. Granted, Mr. Nuki was lax in his duties, but still had the foyer entrance covered.
What are you talking about?
This.
I'm not a mind reader.
Auditory sense. His senses may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard to work. Right, Tanuki?
They were. Yeah, they were. You already admitted to slacking off. Now you're saying you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor on the stair, we get all creaky, squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full time, so who's the liar now, you no good shyster? A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. I tell you, Black Quill, sir, you really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And the bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. You should lie to his court again. You may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Oh, please don't eat me, Mr. Tanuki, sir. Mr. Taka, sir.
Our no witness will henceforth justify truthfully under penalty of painful heart attacks. And with that in mind, court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Hope we get jetpack as evidence. Ooh, that's a jet. What? What if they were flying? Oh my. Oh, it's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been stuck out. My ears? They're working overtime. The floor there is all creaky, squeaky, like no way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there wasn't no Temataro in the foyer.
Superstition is a religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be but upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who's totally assigned in the end times to the legal world. And besides, if there are any yokai roaming about, I nab them and sell them to the zoo. I don't know whether that Jenks was saying things. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But if I can't process how Tematara, the mayor should have been convicted. Why is Big Evil Man in chains? He's a prisoner. He committed murder. And they wheeled him out to be the prosecutor in this case. Normal things. Normal Ace Attorney things. You better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
Our defendant may cross examine the witness.
I love that this game follows no legal rules. Yeah, it really, like, when the jury is a novel concept. You know something's goofy. You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job? I don't know, but easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have business and there's no way to record stuff. Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over your first world problems? I thought it was his only problems. He should consider himself lucky. I guess pro wrestling's serious business to Mr. Filch. Shut up! Hold it! Oh, hello. You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you? Oh wait, that ain't no harm bending the truth a little, right?
Listen to me, you little nookie. Lie again and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours.
Sorry, just let me keep my tongue. Oh, by the way, he has a pet falcon that he sicked on us because we were thinking about using our, like, look at you very hard vision. Let's see, at least leave it until we get the truth out of him in any case.
You were negligent in your duties, were you not?
Yes, sir, I was, sir, but it ain't like that. I thought it was all creaky squeaky. So, you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? Oh, as good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear creaky floor. Plus, that Temataro makes a sound when he goes by, like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle? How does he do that? Oh, it's that staff of his. Oh, that's what jingle jangles. I'll say talking about Apollo. Needs me, but I guess Temataro is the staff that makes a noise. I don't think about Newton Jinx, I imagine something like that too. So that's Temataro holding a staff-like object that made by jingling sound. Guess that's the source of the noise then.
Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch says Temataro jingle jingles. Would you consider that vital information?
Highly. Extremely vital. I request that be added to his testimony. How did he know that? Because he's lying.
Objection!
Temataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Does the art show Temataro with a staff? No! We made a big show of that yesterday. Oh, Lenny. Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up.
Oh, is there something the defense would like to share with the crowd?
Mr. Filch, you said that you didn't see Temataro on the day of the incident. Why then do you assume just now that Temataro would be holding a staff? Eh? You see, the Temataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands, and Winnie is whining at me. So I'm gonna see what she needs. I hope you enjoyed the, like, investigation music. My throat feels swollen. I may be getting sick as it feels hurt to swallow. Oh, Jesus. It feels hurt. Good read. I'm sorry to hear that, though, Mikey. I hope you're wrong. When do you want to drink some water? Hi. Anyway. Timotaro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. And now my dad just came home, so... Anyway. Love you, Dad. Winnie just had to see him. You understand. Anyway. Jingly sound. Yeah, so he's holding his staff. What's your point? The point is that Timotaro doesn't use a staff. Not normally. What are you talking about? As you see, this is the only known document depicting Timotaro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
Oh, you're right. There's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick, or Winnie is actually upset that I... Oh, God.
Okay. Anyway.
You're right. There is no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick, or a reason for you to get up again, I hope. So the question is, why does the witness think Timotaro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Oh no, this is getting interesting. All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going to with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Timotaro carries a staff.
Because he's lying. Duh. What else would I be implying with this? Mr. Filch actually saw Timotaro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could have possibly known about the staff. Hey, busted again.
Bloody hell. You're auspicious, little.
Yes. How'd that feel, Black Quill? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Timotaro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging you, please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Timotaro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No, kid, no way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be. He?
Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Temataro, even though everyone knows he did. Question now is, why?
Let's try to scare out the doubt.
Is that why he can't admit to the truth?
Come on, think of it.
Oh no. I say you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do, look. And then tell anyone what you saw, so Temataro will claim your soul, so.
Jinx said what I'm about to say, Temataro, after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Temataro, he'd claim her soul.
Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
I saw Mr. Big Time City sick lawyer he heard about. I heard about him. Them old village superstitions.
Or the defense, please explain what the witness is talking about.
The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason why our witness here can't admit the truth. Truth that he really did see Temataro.
I died straight, that's why. It's all right here.
Do not gaze upon Temataro. Ignorant superstitions will cost you your soul? Do not gaze upon Temataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Oh.
See? That's why us folks in Ninetails all can't talk about seeing Temataro.
Alright. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Temataro costume. They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was fine. It was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Temataro impersonator is the true killer. Oh, no shit, we're doing what? Why are you surprised? That's what we're doing the whole time.
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool actually believes such rubbish? That using some silly fairy tale would be so easily exposed to culprit. You need to come with a more rational common sense of that, boy.
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Right, living in my world of narrow sailors, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstition in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. A life or death superstition might have even make you a believer.
What is this? Why does he keep getting slashed at? What?
Oh dear, what do I say? You fool of a Tanuki. 2 times now your lies have cost me.
Sorry. I promised not to do it again. That doesn't break those cuffs. You can't break those cuffs, sir.
Daga, my fine feather friend, have at him.
He's gonna eat me alive.
He took off.
Now, bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him, with the fastest men.
That's certainly not something I say every day.
Well, see when new and important facts come to light. A third party decides that the yokai Denadaro was at the scene. Now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections to Prosecutor Blackwell?
Oh! What?
His shackles.
I'm too young to die.
Yes, no. How long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade? You had best say your prayers. Detective, do something!
I have no feel for brightness here. When the going gets enough, the champion of this gets going.
Hey, get going already before he kills us. Oh, but I stand in all son of Blackwell. For his sense of justice, I set him free. Objection, objection. I object to this definition of justice. That's the way I said yes.
Silence.
No.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down the unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to,
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So, Justice Donald's assertion is this. Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Dedma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right. And that yokai, or rather whoever is impersonating him, killed Alderman Kyubi.
Silence.
Can you explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber?
Oh, what? He's right. She said nothing about Temataro being in the Fox Chamber.
Let me enlighten you. That little scamp you heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone dressed up as the...
Then why does that little scamp claim not to have seen the yokai in the Fox Chamber? Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Temataro inside the Fox Chamber?
There's but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Temma what she saw to kill yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave you alive. As long as my blade is thirsty for blood, and long last, it shall be sated.
This is still a trial, right?
Show me what you are truly capable of. Justice Dono.
Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if a destination of intent is to Lou.
Lou? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh. At least clear enough time to wash our hands.
See that you take more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us that the prosecutor is running the show, does it? Yeah, he's the most competent prosecutor because he's just the judge. No, that's what's going on. Hey, busting out of his shackles. Yeah, what is that all about? What was that all about? Because they don't make shackles like they used to. Be careful, Apollo. You've really brought the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Temataro impersonator at the manor. What's with that guy in the whole samurai act anyway?
Such fine hoodmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it is high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No, wait. Let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
Suppose I could wait until later.
Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up. Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo? Don't be late. I would marry her. But she's 18.
Oh, no, I believe our next witness is Mrs. Jinxie Tenma. Made it QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is.
Helio, leader of 100 demons. Nurarhion, leader of the 100 demons. He really does exist. Wow, that's one well-polished tray.
Well, witness to a face in court, or testimony will be inadmissible. No, what is this, my child?
Gone, Nurarhion, leader of the 100 demons.
Oh, you think me okay? Well, I was what's known as a judicial monster of sorts.
The beast of the bar. Demon of due process, if you will.
My charm has no effect. Demon of due process? Not sure I can say that one.
Now you little scamp.
Yes.
I trust you know why you're here.
Thanks.
Man, that Trixie Tanuki. Try the noodle stand. Go try a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Everyone's a comedian. No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep Azuraki away. Azukari away.
Azukari, the yokai that washes Azuki beans. When the only thing need washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Azuraki often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Oh. Last night, Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he could bargain for. You're bad enough alone, but together these two are just plain creepy.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Temataro when you discovered the crime scene.
Ew, no. What? Did I see Temataro in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw, yes, now I remember. Yokai, yeah, right there in that room. They're making him a good person. Newsflash, Mikey. Go look at the previous four prosecutors and give me a report about which one was objectively evil. I'll wait for your response. There was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Uh-huh. Lots of them. Wait. More than one yokai? Did Tenmataro happen to be among them? I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Nurakabe, Setoshoyasho, Seto Taisho. They were all there.
Oh, well, this is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them. This is ludicrous. You would have this girl to listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony.
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. It's a quick therapy session should ease her mind.
Wait, you're just handing out therapy? Can I get one of those?
Enjoy bed, comrade. If I say goodnight, it's a problem. So enjoy cushion. Yes. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea. Please proceed, Miss Saxon, and do me next.
You should know what you're doing, Athena? She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene. And fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. Regular bout of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed? It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we'll get any valuable testimony. You better be served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land.
I'll show you. Is late sleep. Wish me that bestest sleep if you want fingers emoji. Good night. Oh shit. Holy fuck. Found something. Looks like an out-of-control emotion. Athena? What exactly are we looking at here? Oh, this. That's one of the widget's functions. Right here you can see images and emotions extracted from the Winston's voice. Wait, you mean that little thing can do all this? Pretty cool, huh? I thought it was just some kid's toy. Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now. See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror of what she experienced has made her a confused mess. So, all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions? Yes, that's right. Her fear has instilled in her hallucinations and false memories. She's saying normal, everyday objects as monsters in her mind. Okay. Sure, we'll pretend that's how that works. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma. Oh, Jesus. That's a bit... Are you licensed for this? And this trauma in Jinxie's case is fair. So she was, and still is, seeing ordinary objects as yokai. I'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Ah, let's say. Let's say her dad, being in the Apollo, can you put to the yokai in the wheel of fire? Is particularly terrified of that one. Start pressing prob. Next point was causing Jinxie's out of control emotion. Finally, hit prob again, trying to get the heart of the matter. Okay, let's give this a try. Jinxie, what's the name for that yokai in a wheel of fire? That's Akasha, the yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the Aldermans. It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation. Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't say things for what they really are. It must be something to say in the crime that she's mistaken for Akasha. Apollo, you know, point out what she thought was a yokai at the wheel of fire. I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha? The light fixture? This one right here? It has a flame design up there in the ceiling. It was never a yokai of wheel of fire. The Akasha you saw was just a light fixture. I'll swap them right back to normal. Nice job. I got the hang of it. That should be a pinch to point out the rest. Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster? That's Nurikabe. It's a wall monster that blocks your way and leads you astray. That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. And this raccoon dog isn't a snooty monster. It's just the statue of one. And look here. These are just coffee cups. And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue. Ah! I didn't know that's what I was thinking. Why does Athena sound like Sean Connery? Objection. No, that's fucking, that was, that's what old man Von Karma sounded like. He was like, objection. Objection. You got it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now. It's all just my eyes playing tricks on me? There weren't any yokai after all. Say, it's a clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo. And just like that, we thought. There were never always any yokai in the Fox Chamber.
Right. Never were any yokai there. So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of the ritual session.
Wait, Jinxie, what about Temataro? There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Temataro, or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now. This high breeze, welcome. Eat. Got up. Eat that yogurt. Okay. There's a screen in the room, guys. Are we gonna be dramatic about this for the next 10 minutes? I think we're just dug our own grave.
Allow me to push you in. It's the least I could do.
No! Paula, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion. Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet? Exactly. I should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the information we have and run an update. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. I functioned, I saw Shiver, Alderman dead on a table, and Poppy collapsed in a chair. Nobody else is there, and that includes the Temataro. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Try to find the emotion that contradicts their statements. If I find a contradiction emotion, I should point it out? That's right. Well, it's not just contradictory emotions you should look out for. You should also keep an eye out for sudden changes in emotions intensity. Emotions might get stronger or weaker as you move from statement to statement. It's important to compare how the same emotion changes throughout the testimony. Sure. Contradicting emotions and changes in intensity. Okay. This seems like an unnatural reaction. Really? I don't say it that way. So is it unexpected given her testimony? Hello? Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Yes, there's someone at home and that someone's gonna try that again. Okay, fine, whatever. What's with the shock here? This seems like an unnatural. Apparently, I don't understand emotions. What's with the reaction to the question? Surely that's weird. What is so weird about this? Why are you so sad? This seems like an unnatural reaction. I think you're blind, dude. Hey, shut the fuck up. Why are you so little shocked? No. Yo, this sucks. This sucks. Yeah, of course she's shocked and sad about a murder. What? What the fuck? That's real? Okay. The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given up from fright. Could something else have lessened your fear? Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment. You did? Where did it come from? Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me. Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Let's see. Is that really how that works? That sounds like a bunch of bull. Ah, luck. The Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jackson seems to have remembered everything now. Seriously? How does that help us? What? Huh? Wait, sudden burst of courage. Where did that come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage? Yeah, there was, but, I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. I don't know what I could be having Jackson that courage. Well, there's one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Daisy, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with this? Daisy, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you? Ah, the demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of nine-tails flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it. Oh. Okay. You what? You didn't remove evidence from a crime scene.
Oh, that's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now, the witness will produce said evidence to the agent.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Ah, look, something slid out. It appears to be a key. Might I have a look, your boldness? Ah, this is none other than the master key to the Kyubi Manor. Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell? It matters to see a number of the key that went missing after the murder.
A master key? Went missing? Why do I like the sound of that? Why don't I?
Bartender Scampier has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
In these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder. The master key is the only key that could have opened the chamber, but this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is?
Until Jinxie Demo opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world, and there was no one else there save the victim and his killer. And we should figure out for yourself by now. A killer other than Mayor Tema himself would be utterly inconceivable.
Oh! Okay, when can I present the vent? Does that take 20 minutes?
Objection!
How could this happen?
Our defenses is to refrain from growling her frustrations.
Athena, are you alright? I know Mayor Tema's awesome, but there's nothing we can do. This sucks.
6, Donald. Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the violent, inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept.
Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us! Well, he's not gonna fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks. Nah, I'm the one who's dazed and confused. Evan, thanks for it. Hey, are you alright? You fell right into his trap.
Now since you make a mad dash for the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder, only by running shall your mind be cleared and your consciousness cleansed.
Alright, I'll be back in 10. Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai. Apollo.
Ah, Mr. Justice, objection? What does you object to?
Right. An objection was more of a reflex than anything else. I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice. No, as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect if this is it. Now, you have anything that would overturn the prosecution's case?
Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Apollo, you do have something more than just your cardless stale, don't you? Not really, but we'll be fine. Oh, but I've got absolutely nothing, but that's never stopped me before. Explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room. It's all over if I don't. Apollo, let's call someone to approach. Try to think outside the box. Or in this case, inside the box. What a doozy that locked room is, too.
Well, Mr. Justice, you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument?
You bet I do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture certainly on you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Time to do or die, literally.
I shall explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
Share about this, Apollo. I'll explain what happened. I'm fine. I just need to think this whole escaping a locked room thing over in the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so? Choices are pretty limited. The room has a window, but it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to go through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent, it's up too high, and there's nothing for you could stand on to reach it. Needless to say, the forbidden chamber would open no matter what we did. That's out. That's why we gotta keep the solution simple, like they say. Simple is best. We need to rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left might just lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escape through here. The front door. The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out.
It would appear you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Temma came to the scene with a locked room. How would one exactly exit the Fox Chamber and then lock it without a key?
I should have seen this coming. Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Simple, right. I understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting on you for yourself quickly.
I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because... Is this Tenma as in, Jinxie? And not, like, Mayor Tenma? Slide the key under the door. She did it. Mayor... I wanted Jinxie, god damn it. Fine, whatever. Mayor Tenma locked it himself after the killer fled the scene. Just in case the killer decided to return. That would explain why the room was locked.
Yes, I see. And again, why wouldn't Mayor Temma have mentioned that himself?
Oh, maybe it slipped his mind because of the blow to his head?
I've already considered investigating such possibilities.
You have?
The mayor's fingerprints were not found on the doorknob. The only fingerprints found belonged to the alderman. Ergo, the mayor did not so much as touch the door.
I mean, Mataro. No, I wanted Jinxie. I wanted to say Jinxie locked it. Whatever. How about... It locked on its own. The perp locked it from the outside. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and then...
Consider this. The master key was found inside tightly locked fixed chamber. In a station, the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Accessing the room before unlocking the door would require taking the key outside, but the key was found inside the room, which does seem a contradiction. But then we could explain both, like how the key could be inside the room and he's locked the door from outside.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond to Prosecutor Blackwood draws his sword. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Changed the lock! Threw it in from the outside, slipped in when the door was opened. The vent. Let me pick the vent. Threw it in from the outside. What if someone threw it into the room from the outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and toss the key back into the window? That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
Then where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the Fox Chamber's window. Throwing the key from there is an impossibility.
Oh, right. I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window. Somewhere other than the window? Could the key have been tossed in through somewhere other than the window? The air duct. Please, the air duct. Please, the air duct.
The air vent?
Yes. Finally. The window may have been out of the question, but the air vent's not. Oh, that's right. The Fox Chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway. Thank fuck. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox Chamber, then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber.
It's preposterous.
That explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand. First, the real killer disguised as Temotaro murdered the Elderman in the Fox Chamber. Then, they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that was left to do after that was go back through the duct and flee the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing. Even I could follow that. And I'm a dumbass.
That judge seems really pleased. That explains everything. The killer was someone dressed like Temotaro. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room. Yeah, it looks like that lawyer's being the jailbird prosecutor. Oh, that was a total turnabout. The massive forehead face seems so much more attractive now.
Order, I say.
Now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence.
A valiant effort, just as normal. What do you find first, Mr. Tama?
Huh?
Both Anson the Scamp and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and march right to the front door?
That's exactly what happened. The killer fled for the...
And that is impossible. Not being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is. The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there is no sign of Temotaro anywhere in the security footage. Save for the foyer entrance, there's no other way to flee the manor, is there?
I don't feel so good. Wait, I believe there is another way to escape beside the foyer entrance. There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera. Hey, you're right.
Silence.
Must I point out every crucial detail in the defense? Seems your old knock will not only bring but a vicious prowess to boot. That is the cliff side of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would have been a dead one.
No. Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer window? What the heck, right?
Suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
That wouldn't mean the killer really was a yokai. If I don't have some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer. Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be. I will call on the parrot to be a witness. What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly? Well, I thought I was the one with the cores of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Your Honor?
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
Okay, here you go. Let's take a look at this special edition paper. Temotaro, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove?
Oh, Temotaro, real or flight of fancy? What's this prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in the article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they flew out the window.
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting...
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer, disguised as Temotaro, flew away. You know, by some way or another.
Silence.
It isn't your brain that has flown the coop. It is your brain that has flown the coop. That image is not but a trick photography or some other form of artifice.
Okay, then how about the Temotaro figuring? How about the Temotaro figure Mr. Phillips saw? Just vanished in thin air?
No, there's a rational common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai or tricksy tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
She? I don't like where this is going.
One bit. Now the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter, Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time.
Not good. Not good at all.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The fossil yokai remnants. And the appearance of Tenma Taro were the work of one individual. An individual other than Jinxie Tenma.
No.
Order. The French will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever. The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. It is no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade. Asking Blackwood's system makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the kid escaped by flying out the window. Do you truly believe that this could end any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap? What do I do now, Apollo? Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. Well, we had one.
Bailiff, see her. It's time I interrogated her as the samurai of your wood.
Mayor Tenma?
Mrs. Fox is over. What's a fear of seeing her own daughter accused of her utmost foul? Tenma Taro's true identity is... No, Mr. Mayo. It would be futile at this point to claim you're the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Stepping into a yokai costume and roaming onto manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As done, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. Obstruction. If you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce. Oh, confess? The defendant is to confess?
Wait! Apollo, Prosecutor Buckwell's up to his mind games again. Here, Tim, no, don't fall for Swiss words. If you sent away from murder, Jinxie will be left all alone.
The real killer is...
Maritima's gonna confess unless we do something. But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away.
Ha ha ha! Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time of my return.
Huh? Uh-oh. Watch what I wish for.
Ha ha! Foolish mortals! I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek!
Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I am Tenma Taro, freed from the bonds binding me to the Forbidden Chamber! Behold, the return of the Demon King!
What the... Demon King?
Well then, I think it's time for me to take a vacation.
This is Apollo blown up the first case. This is in the past. This is before the bomb.
Oh, and this will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenma Taro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed. It is I, Tenma Taro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenma Taro, you say? What nonsense.
So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now?
His body is not mine. You're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo. Was all you? Yeah, because the power of these warding charms prevent me from revealing my true form.
He's nuts.
Your boundness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt? Well, confession by yokai would be quite unprecedented. This is made the defendant's case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer. The one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but who was the accused all along. Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be the real in a manner of speaking. But the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, our dear Tenma Taro. The pieces have all fallen into place.
How so, Professor? Prosecutor? Blackwell? Why call him Professor?
It seems to spell it all out for you. Seems I must spell it all out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the box chamber, which was locked at the time. And then he removed the warning charms from the Forbidden Chamber's door. But then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head.
I thought I'd do it 3 times. Jeez.
And that's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled upon the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, went upon the spirit of Tenma Taro. Freed at last from the charm's warning effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenma Taro then fled from the lock chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was the father possessed by Tenma Taro.
But when you arrived at the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How is it possible for you supposed to have flown out the foyer window?
Then what? You mean to say the maid of Kumbi Mayor Jinxie Tenma was Tenma Taro?
Oh.
That too is easily explained. For about 4 time I did, but presently tired, I made for the Forbidden Chamber, and the last exhaustion took me unawares to the Fox Chamber, and I knew no more. So it seemed the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackwell up to his tricks again?
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real, live...
So the rumor about the Mayor Tenma is true. I knew yokai were real. You mean he really did kill the alderman just so he could release Tenma Taro?
Order? Order.
I saw everyone in the courtroom believing on yokai. Simon says on steroids. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, your boldness. This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact, unlike that one time where we basically convicted a ghost. Can yokai even be prosecuted into our legal system? How about that case where one of them was a ghost?
Objection!
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenma Taro to protect his daughter. Fine, you want me to save? Why do you want me to save? Why are we saving? Because I haven't in a while? What? Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locker room. The verdict at this point would be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but...
Silence!
This is the dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. It's about a prorate and gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono.
Objection!
The fuck do you mean?
Silence!
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the Glen Kunzo, you will not succumb to temptation.
How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is the yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all, but...
What's wrong with him? Prosecutor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that.
What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner?
It seems you found that quite shocking. In my special tool of justice device, each press is a shocking reminder to behave. Good night, Eagle.
Who shall pay for this? I, Simon Black, will vow to...
Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Black will remain in his best behavior. A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective?
Well, in that case, This concludes today's deliberations. Prosecution defense will use this opportunity to further investigations. Court is adjourned.
Jesus. Is it really gonna be 1 day per, like... Can I really only get 1 stream out of this? Court, stream. Evidence, stream. Court, stream. Evidence, stream. Like, this was long. Having a yokai to spend court is unprecedented, to say the least. I'm Temataro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tem suddenly become a demon? That's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell's playing along. Can't even think straight anymore. Go for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about investigation? Back. What? Chase, welcome back. You're in a stage outfit. Back from work. Yep, I really nailed this new magic I've been working on. I heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering disappearing act on my own after all this greatness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape. Whoever did that was the Temataro that Mr. Fetch and Jinxie saw. Right, there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. What? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! What the The fuck, Trucy? Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic hat. Wonder where all that stuff goes? Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos. What the fuck? Tracy Doobie's sister pilled. Stealing shit. Dr. Fulbright, mind if I search that air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own self-sense justice has been called into doubt, so... Honor has been like this ever since the trial. The sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll take a while for him to recover. Sort of felt bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's get the evidence we need. Here's the key. You know, Temataro impersonator used it to make an escape. Murdering the alderman and the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Oh my god! And then after locking the door from the outside. Killer entered the air duct in the hallway. I mean, I probably should just do this tomorrow. Finally, the killer dropped the key to the Fox chamber through the air vent here. I thought that it would be fast. They're just shoehorning this straight. And then went back to the air duct and fled to the manor. God damn it. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. The color passed through the air duct. Maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Oh, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a step ladder. Happy hunting. I've heard to volunteer me for the job. It was 4 hours. Yeah, but like I said, I would like a stopping point where we're like just investigating like freely. This is like, here you go, straight. Well, here goes nothing.
There's a thick layer of dust in here. Oh. I don't get it.
Find anything? Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust.
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So what'd you find?
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's dust about the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
Seriously, doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through that duct lately?
Kinda looks that way. If it's true, Mayor Tempa's gotta be fingered as the killer.
But if we don't turn things around quite... Wait. He went through it like yesterday. What? What? Didn't he, like, as a bit, climb to the vent and be like, look, you can climb to the vent? What do you mean nobody... If we do things wrong quickly. Injustice we trust. I guess maybe he talked through it. But, anyway.
Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It's my system of justice has prevailed.
That's the Fulbright shit seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on, where's the never say die spirit?
Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man, bring it on! Let me suffer in peace.
And desperate fails, what's more?
That's not right, and besides, cursing someone when they're down is just what bad guys do.
Are you calling me a bad guy? Me? No, I'll be Fulbright, champion of justice?
Now, how about I help my friend on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information, but the investigation.
Alright, but I won't have you call me a bad guy ever again.
Understood?
I did it off hollow. Yeah, but how long can we keep this off? Oh, thank fuck. Alright. Jesus Christ. This could be it. Back tomorrow. If you have any questions about like the mess I'm making, you can leave it in the channel. Be a trial tomorrow too. That would be nice. We'll see how long it takes. Because the previous like scrounging, like I'm expecting like this portion to take like an hour and a half. The trial took about an hour and a half, unless it's like the big finale of it, which might take 2 or 3 hours. But like, gathering evidence last time was a really long process. But I'll see you guys later.